YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of K-Dub. I'm your host, K-Dub, and today we are going to speak about the Lakers losing to the Bucks last night. Obviously, no LeBron, groin injury, but Luka did have a season high night. He had 45 points, 11 rebounds. Austin Reeves had 28, but the rest of the team seemed to struggle around him. Really, defensively, they struggled. They struggled defensively. The Bucks just had their way. They was hitting shots. Kevin Porter was the unsung hero of that game, in my opinion. He had 22 points off the bench, and he was cooking the Lakers off the bench yesterday. Dame was doing this thing. Giannis was doing this thing. I'm still trying to get I'm trying to get a good understanding of what exactly Kyle Kuzma's role is for the Bucks. Kuzma, he plays very. He has a lot of energy. He brings energy and athleticism. Yes, but as far as his role, I don't know if he's going to be a defender, a knockdown shooter. His role is kind of up in the air. He has a lot of questionable turnovers in moments, or he struggles finishing at the basket in moments. Yesterday he picked up two offensive fouls, and both these fouls happened in the post. And I just think sometimes Kuzma gets a little, and it's been a while since I've watched Kuzma since the Lakers, because when he was with the Wizards, he just looked like a knockdown shooter on the Wizards. So now that he's on the Bucks, he's on TV more. You kind of see Kuzma more now. And Kuzma, it just seems like his play style is wild to me. He was 2 for 9 from the field. He shot 22% from the field. He was 1 for 4 from 3, which is 25% from 3. Like I said, his role is questionable, but Luka was cooking in the first half. He had 29, and Giannis' brother was on the sideline. Every time Luka made like a crazy shot, he looked over at what's his name, Thanasis. He would take like a little peek over there at like his brother. But Luka was cooking yesterday. Luka and Austin Reeves were doing their thing, but I feel like they just need to get healthy. They got to get Bron back. It's looking like they might bring Bron back before the playoffs, or they might just shut him down to the playoffs. I think with the groin injury, you're very cautious with LeBron. He's 40 years old. You will make sure you get the best of LeBron. Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes is out with injury, so they have some injuries over there. Obviously with the Bucks, Bobby Portis, he's suspended for 25 games for like a misuse of like a drug. So it's very unfortunate for the Bucks because of that. But overall, they're going to be fine. Obviously, the Bucks wanted some get back after losing from the buzzer beater with Tyrese Halliburton the other night playing the Pacers. So good win for the Bucks. The Lakers fall to 0-3 without LeBron. So let's see what happens tonight on ESPN. They play the Nuggets. Luka might play. It's a back-to-back, so I don't know how that's going to work. But Luka should play, but if not, he might sit out. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But moving on, Paolo Banchero, he cooked the Pelicans yesterday. It was like a little matchup with him and Zion. Zion had 28 and 5. But the story of that night was Paolo, 34 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. He shot 14 for 22 from the field, which is 63% from the field. Shot 4 of 8 from 3, 50% from the 3. He played a really good game yesterday. Nobody could stop him yesterday. Franz had 27. Good win by Orlando. Orlando is another team that's been knocked up by injuries as well. They lost Jalen Suggs for the rest of the year, Mo Wagner for the rest of the year, so they're trying to come back from that. But as far as the Pelicans, I mean, Trey Murphy's an underrated underrated player in this league. Trey Murphy's a future All-Star in my opinion, but I mean, it was a good matchup. So yeah, man, shout out to Orlando. The standings for Orlando right now, they are the 8th seed right now. With Miami being on the 5-game losing streak, Orlando moves up. So if the play-in was today, it would be Orlando and the Hawks. So good win by Orlando. Great game by Paulo. Shout out to Paulo. The game of the night, Golden State. Hold on, y'all. I gotta take a sip. I got to. My bad. I'm recharged. All right, so look. Steph Curry hit 4,000 career three-pointers yesterday. Steph Curry is, well, he's not he is the greatest shooter of all time. 4,000 career threes. It's tough, and it was against the Sacramento Kings yesterday. Yeah, Steph Curry, I mean, he's, ever since 2014, he's been doing this, really 2013, but it didn't get noticed until 2014, but then, like, you look at how long, it's been 11 years going on, like 11 years of just him just doing this. It's crazy. I think he's 37 years old, or if not, he's about to be 37. I think his birthday is this month. I don't know, but I think he's 37 or 36. Now you know me. I'm usually a Steph Curry hater. You know what I mean? I feel like Curry has always beaten all my favorite players, which made him an enemy. You know, in my eyes. But now as you get older, you kind of see Golden State are starting to lose in playoffs lately, and you know you're starting to see other teams take that leap. You know, you start building a certain amount of respect for Steph Curry, just of like the longevity, you know, of it all. You know, with him, LeBron, KD, even Chris Paul. You know, like Chris Paul out here, you know, doing his thing. You know, you got players like that doing their thing. And like even other players like Al Horford, Kyle Lowry, like PJ Tucker still in the league, I think. You know, you got a lot of players that's in the league right now that are in their late 30s that have a very significant role. Like Jeff Green, you know, a lot of players in their high 30s that have a significant role on the championship team. And they're still playing at a high level. You know what I'm saying? It's very admirable, but you admire it more and respect it more. So yeah, I respect Steph Curry. I've always respected Steph Curry. I just never liked him because he always sent my favorite players home. You know what I mean? Specifically when he took KD away from us. You know what I'm saying? From OKC. So but now older, you know, you start respecting more. You know what I'm saying? I like I've always said I like the Jimmy move. Even though I thought the KD move wouldn't have been bad either, but clearly the Jimmy move is very good for him. Damn, that's a loud ass car. But as far as the Golden State Warriors, I mean, Steph Curry had obviously it wasn't really like a big night for him. He had 11 points, you know, 5 assists. Didn't really do a lot, you know what I mean? But obviously you got, surprisingly, Draymond he was the leading scorer of the team. He had 23. So so I mean, shout out to Steph Curry, man. You know what I mean? Jonathan Kuminga came back last night. He had 18 off the bench. So Golden State, they're starting to pick up. You know, they're starting to really be on a roll here. They're the 6th seed right now. With the Rockets being ahead. The Western Conference is looking pretty decent right now. But yeah, man. But we're going to move on to um, some other news. Yeah, so Paul George. So there's a report that there are going to be some doctors that are going to look at Paul George's. They're going to look at Paul George's like his knee, his groin, all that stuff. Just to make sure, like what's the next step? There have been some rumors that like he might get traded in the off season. Yeah, we don't really know exactly what's going on with Paul George, but yeah, but right now there's a possible chance that he might need surgery. He might not. For his injuries and stuff. There's a chance that he might just shut down for the season. At this point, I would shut down for the season because they're not going to make the play in. They're like a game, and they're a half a game behind the Raptors, and the Raptors are nowhere near the play in my opinion. So yeah, I don't see. Yeah, if I'm the Sixers, I'm shutting down every player that's not healthy. Just shut them down and let like Tyrese Maxey get out there and just ramp up and just still get some win out there. As far as like obviously Embiid is out for the season, but yeah, if I'm the Sixers, man, I'm trading. I just think Embiid, Paul George might gotta look elsewhere for their careers. Like as far as like, I think you trade both of them and just build around Tyrese Maxey. I mean, it's unfortunate, but clearly it hasn't worked out for the last like 4 years. It hasn't worked out for the last like 4 years. It hasn't worked out. Well, like the last 4 years, it just hasn't worked out. And this year, you thought it would get to championship level, but clearly it's not. So, yeah, man, it's unfortunate. But yeah, I think you blew up the roster. I think at this point. I mean, Paul George that came out and said he's gonna calm down with podcasting and focus on the season, but they've been losing since he said that. I mean, they've won probably like 1 2 games since he said that, but they've lost a lot since he said that. So, I mean, in my opinion, I think he keep podcasting. I mean, that's really the only good thing that's going for him right now is podcasting, cause like the team is trash. And the Raptors are even better than them right now. So, like you got the Bulls, like they're better than them. Like the Bulls on a 4-game win streak right now. And Kobe White just had the game of his life yesterday. He hit 37, like against Brooklyn. So I don't know. I think you blow up the roster and see what you can put around Tyrese Maxey. But I think Paul George and B, I think they're out of there. It's clear as day. I mean, you can. I mean, I mean, they can get surgery for their injuries and come and try again next season. But how do we know if Embiid gonna stay healthy or Paul George? Like the only player that you can rely on is Tyrese Maxey. To be honest, everybody else on the team is hurt, and Quentin Grimes has been balling. Quentin Grimes has been averaging at least 25, 30 points a night. So him and Tyrese Maxey are the only ones that's really putting in work. But we're going to go off that topic, and obviously Cooper Flag, I talked about it yesterday. I'm pretty sure Cooper Flag is not going to play the next game in the tournament. Yeah, so we know Cooper Flag is definitely not going to play the next game. But we'll see if he's available for the whole March Madness. Like we'll see. I mean, the ankle injury looked pretty bad, so we'll see. But I'm pretty sure Cooper Flag might not be playing in the tournament, and if he does, it's going to be forced. I think to save his draft stock and to save his, long term, I think you just sit him out for March Madness. I mean, he's already going to the league, and you don't want to hurt his chances of him being the number 1 pick because of an ankle injury. If he decides to come back and he hurts it again, it might hurt his draft stock, and then it might not. You know what I mean? But you don't want to further more damage than what it already is. So I think you shut him down for the tournament, and you know, get him healthy and, you know, keep doing his workouts and recovery and get ready for the draft and summer league. Yeah, so that's what I think about the Cooper Flag situation. I think shut him down for the season. Yeah. But as far as everything else, I mean, the NBA right now, I mean, you got the Knicks, you got MIKAL Bridges came out and confronted THIBS about the playing time. They never talked one-on-one, but yeah, Michael Bridges said a lot. You know, he said that, like, you know, he thinks THIBS should start playing, you know, his bench more and kind of giving them like less minutes, you know, playing time wise. Clearly the Knicks are tired and MIKAL Bridges is just, you know, he just wants to be heard. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think he wants to be heard. So yeah. I mean they have been tired. I mean, I think Brunson's hurt right now. I don't know if he's gonna play tomorrow against the Warriors, but yeah, I mean, like the Knicks, man, I mean, he's been running his players to the dirt. They've been playing a lot of minutes, so I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens with that situation. Hopefully this doesn't affect the team as a whole, and, you know, hopefully they can kind of, you know, still win games, you know, to the playoffs. You know, like the last thing you want as a third seed team is to have chemistry problems or, you know, a locker room issues right now. So yeah, we'll see what happens with the Knicks. You know what I mean? But I mean, for tonight, I mean, we got Miami, Boston. But the real game is, you know, I think it's the Lakers Nuggets. Now I don't know if Luka's going to play back to back or not. But if Luka does play the back to back, I mean, if we're being honest, I don't see the Lakers winning tonight. You know, like the first time they won, they had Braun. They don't got Braun. But as of right now, I mean, let me see. Steph Curry against the Nuggets, second leg back to back. It's uncertain. We'll see. I have a feeling Luka might not play because it's a back to back. So, yeah, if Luka doesn't play because it's a back to back, I mean, it's understandable. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's understandable. So, yeah, man, we'll see. But other than that, man, that's the end of the pod episode. Yeah, man, y'all please sub up and like the video, please. You know what I mean? I'm probably the more consistent as far as like giving y'all content. I'm probably the most consistent. If we're being honest, a lot of shows really, you know, I do this like 5 times a week. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Man, y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're new. This weekend we got some games. We got the Suns, Lakers, OKC, Bucks on Sunday. Then tomorrow night, obviously, you got Curry and Knicks. Curry probably gonna go off again. Are they playing in Golden State or a Garden? Let's see where they're playing tomorrow. So they're playing in Golden State. Yeah, he's gonna go crazy tomorrow. But Memphis played Cleveland tonight. Cavs, Grizzlies tonight. Number 1 seed, number 2 seed. Well, you know, I think Memphis is number 2 seed. Yeah, Memphis is 2 seed. They're on a 4-game winning streak right now. They've been hot. Yeah, man. So Cavs, Grizzlies tonight. Let's see who wins out of them. But this has been another episode of K-Dub Palace. I'm your host K-Dub, and we're out. Happy Friday to all y'all.